Hey guys, I had to go. Thank you. Thanks, Larry. Yeah, thank you very much, Franklin. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was out, had an endoscopy today. So Tessa's coming back here. Home market's coming back. VIX is really falling apart now. What the fuck is my basis cost here? All right, so now we have a little bit of really two-sided action this afternoon. All right, so the VIX just popped here. Strange how the Nasdaq is moving up higher. Tesla's stalling out here. There you go. God damn it. VIX beginning to break out. All right. I had a quick day trade on there, so that's why I wanted to get out. Sorry for my being quiet, guys. All right, so we're out of that. Sometimes these just go too fast, and I can't get out trade alerts. And I am not the best day trader, so you do not want to follow me. I have so many windows open. I'm trying to find you guys again. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Now I'm back in my right frame of mind. Sam. Hello. Jeff. We wouldn't mention it, but yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Let's go to that. Let me just edit this first. I want to see if Tesla breaks. Okay. Yeah, nat gas up all day long. And it's rallying into the close. Really nice. We're banking today, huh? Boyle. So I closed out the call, the triple Q puts, still short of the SQQQ. Franklin, Bob, Energy XLE is the best performer this afternoon as Russia. And I read that. I haven't looked at XLE all day long. And this is what happens when they try to do price caps. This is what I've always said. You try to do a price cap and you get less. You get less and prices go up. So, yeah, look at this. Monster. Look at this. So strong. So strong. Yeah. These Europeans, I think that they do it on purpose. They want the price of energy to go up so they could blame the Russians, so that way people don't drive cars. Can you suggest a Boyle put spread that can be sold, or is that not smart? You want to put spread. A put spread. So you don't want to lock up a lot of buying power. You want a hedge on the downside. So you're looking to sell a near the money. And correct me if I'm wrong on this, Jeff. Okay. The first thing we want to do is say, all right, is the premium there? Ivy rank is good, 51 percentile. So check that box. Let's load it up. All right. So I think you want to spend a minute or so and think about what kind of time frame you're looking at. You're looking at a 45-day time frame, or maybe you put it in here and I didn't read it properly. I think it's smart. I think it's okay because don't forget they put price caps on gas as well. I believe. Fact check me on that, but I believe they put price caps on gas. Now, I read an article this morning that uh, unusually warm weather over in Europe, yet the price of nat gas is up today. That's the tell. So, I would only share with you what I would do here. I want to take a look at the premiums. We're not going out that far. Maybe 45 days. I would go with a 1 standard plus, 75% probability of trading in the money. That would be only a $4.39. So what's our strikes down there? Say 450 to the put side. You could, if you're interested, you could do a sell to open of 450 put, generate 450 worth of income. And if you want to hedge that, you're only going to be bringing in, if you do a 350 put to the sales side, you're only going to be bringing in 20 cents on that trade. If you're worried about a collapse and you want to hedge, think about the 250s. I wouldn't even do threes. I would do 250 to make the trade worthwhile. So I would sell to open. Sell to open, 450 put, buy to open, 250 put, net credit, 38 cents on that trade. I want to get long without selling a put with no. All right, so okay, now I understand. So you don't want to hedge. It depends upon how aggressive you are. You want to get long. It depends upon your bullishness. If you're worried about the downside, I would definitely go out about 45 days. Give yourself some time, that time decay. If you're very conservative, you want to generate $450, sell a 450 strike. If you're bullish on it, maybe go to a 5 strike, a 550 strike. Give yourself a little bit of a buffer. It's so, I don't need to tell you how volatile it is. So give yourself a little bit of a buffer. I don't know if I would go in at the money right now. We haven't really gotten the momentum going. You could always roll the call or the put up if you want to. So I would go with a 550 put. That's in my comfort zone, a 550 put, and that gives you a little bit of a buffer. No protection. Thanks for Thursday night stock exercise. There was some great. Thank you very much, Larry. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. I want to get long. Oh, okay, we did that. Jeff, are you good with this? Or did I confuse you more? You're welcome, Jeff. Yeah, I went in for an endoscopy today, and they drugged me up pretty good. So I'm probably going to hit the sack in a couple of minutes. I didn't get much sleep last night. It wasn't a bad, look at Boyle's looking good here. Look at Boyle. 4-hour breakout. So yeah, I was anxious all night long. I didn't get any sleep, but good news though. It was fairly good news. It's always nice to get tests, and it's good news. All right, not much happening here. Looks like the VIX. Let's get off these 1-minute charts. I don't want to put on any more trades here. Let's clear all this off. Looks like a mental patient. All right, so this is not a bad close for Tesla. I mean, it could be worse. We could be at the lows of the session. We could still end up there. But let's take a look at a 15-minute chart. We are putting in higher lows. We have broken out of a 15-minute time frame. Yields are ripping, guys. Now, we were talking about this all week about the 10-year. We may get a rally on Tesla into the close, assuming that VIX stays down below 21, spot one. And looks like let's get off for 1 minute. Looks like we're at resistance on the NASDAQ. So, what was I going to talk? Oh, I want to talk about the 10-year. Let's go to that. So here's the daily chart of the 10-year yield. My camera's not on, huh? What's going on with my camera? Weird. Since they drugged you up, should you? That's awesome. That's a Larryism. Larry would say something like that. That was a good one. Okay. I guess you're better off not seeing my face. I'm just curious about what happened to the camera. Video. All right. A glitch. We have a glitch. All right. So the 10-year yield, if I take this blue box off, I'm going to lose my audio. So I can't take this off. This is a daily chart. This is bullish for the 10-year yield. And if you think that's bullish, you ain't seen nothing yet. Weekly chart, 10-year yield. We have a breakout, folks. We have a breakout. Weekly time frame. There's very little that's going to be done right now to avoid this. So buckle up. Buckle up. We're going to get a retrace next week in all probability. Tom, hey Tom, 10-year 3.74 and start long OILU. OILU. I guess it's an oil ETF. Oh, look at that. Yeah. You owe it all to the Europeans. Thank our European maniacal, childish cousins. Just beware here, Tom. You got resistance immediately above 200 period moving average. Franklin, Bob, I gather you will start looking at a few more shorts since. Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. We got to start looking to the short side, and I don't think here's I'm going to be doing something over the weekend that is going to be an exercise in watching out for when the yield begins to steepen. I started doing this morning, really early. And you want to, this is not updated for today. You want to pay attention to the 2-year. Oh, this is the note. I want the yield. I want the yield. Oh, that is right. That's actually right. Okay. So you take a look at this chart. When this stops going up relative to the 30-year, that's when things are going to start buckling up. I think right now we're going to swing trade short the market, and we'll be watching this very, very closely. I mean, this is fairly a bullish chart here for the 2 year. Now, on the week, we're up 4.19%. What's the 30 year? You can see that the 30 year is only up 1.35% versus the 2 year, which is up 4.19%. So this is the yield curve continuing to invert and not steepen. And that's why I only want to swing trade short right now. I don't want to get net short the market. I mean, we're going to keep our Tesla short on here for a while, but let's check in with Tesla as a matter of fact. Not really capitalizing yet on this 15-minute breakout. NASDAQ did break out. Maybe we will see a stronger close here. Put a little bit of an alert up here. Higher high. HH, higher high. Okay. So, yeah, we'll be watching for that 2 year Treasury yield to begin to underperform the 30 year, and then I'm going to overlay on top of that inversion. I'm going to overlay the S&P 500 and gold on a monthly or quarterly time frame to get a bunch of bubbles from years past in the picture to show exactly what happens during that dynamic. Because I've been talking about when you get the steepening of the yield curve, you get stocks that begin to weaken up. That's because the Federal Reserve is responding to something and they need to cut rates. Uh, Gold, I haven't looked at it yet, Tom. Let's take a peek. Yeah, pretty much unch on the day, right? Oh, this is the end of day. This doesn't update until after the close. Let me bring up the GLD. Yeah, down on the week negative. It was just slightly positive last night on the week. It's actually up on the day. So yeah, it needs a pause. What are the gold stocks doing? It continues to weaken up here a little bit. Not horrible. I mean, volume is not bad here. GDXJ down 1 1/3. Looks like we can head down to 35. Volume is very anemic. What's the dollar doing? Dollar's strong. Dollars are very strong. I got to tell you, for the gold stocks to be down so small on light volume and the dollar up over 1/3 of a percentage point, that's a pretty serious. Uh, I will call it outperform the gold stocks because they should be down a lot more. Jeff, CRK, let's check it out. Comstock Resources. Daily chart looks really, really good. But we don't want to begin with that. Let's take a look at where we've been to identify where we may be going. Monthly chart under a lot of pressure here. Stokes going in the wrong direction. So far in the month, we have a bullish reversal month. It looks as though $10.57 is the number to watch. We didn't hit that. Now, while we didn't hit support yet on a monthly time frame, we are right at resistance on a monthly time frame. And that resistance level, hold on, 12.21, support is at 10.57. Weekly view, looking good. I mean, these Stokes are like a coiled spring, not a breakout. One week does not make a trend. We have the negative crossover, the 20 period down below the 50 period this week. Volume is very good this week. Strong volume to the downside last week. No follow through this week. That may have been capitulation. Daily view. Higher lows, Stokes, higher lows in the breakout on RSI. So the market's sending us signals that despite the fact that we've been putting in lower lows for literally months now, RSI has not been confirming. Bam, you have a breakout. I think you could nibble here on Comstock. I don't know why I put that under M before. Okay. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you very much. Yes. Kat, you got it. It's at support at around 245. Let's take a look at where the shares have been. Whoa, it's come a long way. I think that if you buy it here, you're buying way too far beyond the buy point, and the buy point would have been back here. If you draw the here, I'll show you. It's not a short. So I don't know if you're thinking that, but the breakout point was at around 210 to 211. We're so far extended beyond there at this point in time. Way too much risk and not enough reward to the upside. So I'm not loving the entry point if you're considering a new long. Let's check out the weekly view. Yeah, definitely not. Where last week we broke down a little bit. It wasn't an outside reversal bar, but you know what? Good enough for government work. And we have not put in a new weekly lower low, but we have a bearish reversal bar in the week. Also take note, and I spoke about this last night, about your momentum indicators. They're great for, yes, overbought, oversold, blah, blah, blah. But what they also tell you is relative weakness. Caterpillar weekly time frame, unlike times past, like back here, was unable to close above 70, double top, and now a lower low. I would avoid this. I wouldn't short it, but I would avoid it. I would not open up in long position, and I would definitely be setting up stops to exit the position on lower lows. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick stroll through the closing price action here. I'm going to log off. I'm pretty wiped out. For those folks just joining in, I had an endoscopy today, and I'm running on fumes. So it doesn't appear as though we're going to get a massive rally into the close. It could be wrong. We have 15-minute breakouts on both the NASDAQ and on Tesla, but the VIX is breaking down. Yet we're not seeing any price action to the upside on the NASDAQ and on Tesla, which I'm talking about Tesla because we've been trading it so much now, and we're short of it. So let's take a look at the S&P 500 to see whether it is responding to the weakness in volatility. Well, this is a 1-minute chart, so I should not have this on a 1-minute chart. Yeah, this is really weak VIX. And we're getting a little bit of a response out of the S&Ps, as you might imagine, but we are not getting it on the NASDAQ, which is pretty weak. S&Ps are positive, and the Dow, I think, has been positive for most of the day. So this is clearly a tech-led sell-off. And look no further than the 10-year yield as being the culprit, folks. And that's it, folks. Members, tomorrow, let's talk about the strategy for the new trading week. And for everyone, Sunday Night Futures Live, join us there, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not currently a member, sign up for the 14-day free trial. We had a good week this week, especially today. We killed it today. So I'm going to log off here, grab some Z's, and everybody have an awesome weekend and be well. Thanks for being here.